Good morning to one and all. My project name is User Interface Development for Karya Mobile Device Management. My name is G. Chandrika. I am pursuing my MCA final year in Vailtech Multitech College. My internal guide name is Mr. L. Thomas Robinson and my external guide name is Mr. L. Saravanan. I am doing my internship project in Karya Technologies, which is in Gindi. Abstraction. My objective of this project is to develop Karya Mobile Device Management. This MDM solution, which can be used as a comprehensive tool for securing, monitoring, managing and supporting mobile devices that are deployed across many mobile operators, service providers and enterprises. This MDM, which is the center for enrolling, managing and securing mobile devices seamlessly. In my project, I am going to manage Android and iOS devices. Existing system. In existing system, we cannot enforce security policies across all mobile devices, and there is no proper centralized control to manage, monitor and support the mobile users. We cannot ensure that our organization information are protected. Everything we have to configure manually. To overcome this problem, I propose in my system, that is MDM functionality, that typically includes OTA distribution of application. This configuration settings for all type of mobile devices, including mobile phones, smartphones, tablet computers and mobile printers. By controlling and protecting the data and configuration setting for all mobile devices in the network, MDM can reduce the support costs as well as the business risk. These are the software requirements for my project. Front end is ASP.NET with C# and my back end is SQL Server Compact Edition 2005. This is the architecture diagram for iOS. We cannot directly control or manage the devices, so that MDM have to register itself with the APNS. Through APNS only, it can manage as well as control the mobile devices or any iOS devices. So each and every communication is done through the APNS only. This is architecture diagram for Android. So here we need GCM server. So our Karya MDM server will communicate with GCM through the Karya MDM will control and manage the Android devices through GCM only. GCM stands for Google Cloud Messaging. This is the registration process for iOS devices. First, the iOS devices will log in to server. After login, it will install profile from the MDM server and it will apply restrictions and registers with MDM server. The MDM server will store the device information in the database. This is registration process for Android devices. The Android device will register with GCM by sending its app ID and also its device ID. After registering with GCM server, the GCM server will provide a register ID to the device. So along with that register ID, this Android device will log into the MDM application. Now, the Android device will download the profile and apply restrictions and sends the register ID to the MDM server. The MDM server will save the register ID in the data store. This is the data flow diagram for iOS devices. MDM server asks the APNS to wake the device and the APNS will send the command to wake the iOS device. Now the iOS device will send its states, that is its state has idle to the MDM server. After seeing the state has idle, the MDM server will now send the command to the iOS device. Now the iOS device will execute the command and send some acknowledge or response to the MDM server. This is the data flow diagram for Android. MDM server issues command to the Android device through the GCM. Now the GCM sends the command to the MDM application on a particular device. The MDM application on Android device will process the command and sends the acknowledgement with task ID to the MDM server. Now the MDM server will register the data in the data store. In my project, I am totally using 8 tables. One is iPhone. This will store the information about the iPhones and device. It contains the general information about the iPhones as well as the Android device. Next one is Android device. The Android device will contain information about the Android phones and Android profile, task, installed app and profile. These are the tables I am using in my project. The total number of modules are 5. First one is device information. Second one is general information. Third one is manage application. Fourth one is enterprise app store, and the last one is manage profile. First one is device information. This module contains a list of all registered devices. Each device has its name, unique ID, device type, operating system and hardware. General information. This general information will contain a specific device information. The general MDM commands for the device are sent from this module. The general commands are issued are device information, device lock, remote wipe, security information, etc. Third one is manage application. It will list all the applications that are currently installed on the devices. The MDM commands sent from this module are install custom app, install market app, get the list of installed application and remove applications. This is the comparison matrix. Device lock. This can be done in both iPhone as well as Android. Device information. We can get device information for both iPhone as well as Android. Remote wipe. This also can be done in both the iPhones and Android. Security information is available only in iPhone, not in the Android. Query app. This is also available only in iPhone, not the iApp. Install app is applicable for both iPhone and Android. We can also uninstall application in iPhone, but there is no managed application can be removed in iOS device. Update profile. Next, enterprise app store. There are two types of application. One is custom app and next one is marketplace application. Modules are written for uploading custom app and to save the iTunes store ID or app ID of the marketplace app. These are also modules for editing and deleting the applications. Manage profile. This module is used to create and upload profile for the devices. The profile contains the restrictions that are applied on the devices. Profile plays a major role for registering the device with the MDM server. Now we can see the screenshots. This is the login page for Karya MDM. Device tab. Here we can view all the device, that is iOS device as well as the Android device. It contains the general information of the device name, UDDI for iPhone, iDevices and iOS devices, and device ID for Android phones, device type whether it is Apple or Android, and compliant whether it is true or false, and operating system whether it is iPhone, iOS or Android. We can also delete the devices from this. General information. It gives the general information of a specific particular device. Here we can see the particular general information about iPad. Its model name, version, device type, OS version, device capacity, battery level, etc. Manage application for iOS. Here we can install new application and also we can uninstall the applications. We can see manage application as well as custom application by selecting the drop down list. Here we have this is the screenshot for installing new app to our iOS device. This is general information for Android device. It also contains the same information like device name, last reported, model, operating system, phone number, email address, etc. Here we can see that we are installing some application to our Android devices. By using the create new button, we can create a new application as well as we can edit and delete our applications. This is the screenshot to add application to our Samsung, that is Android devices. This gives the name of the application and description about the application platform, whether it is an Android or iOS, or whether it is a market app or custom app, and then package name. And this is for iOS. If it is iOS, the platform will be iOS. And manage profile. Here we can, for Android, we can create a new profile as well as we can view the current profile. But in Apple, we can upload new iOS profile. We cannot create a profile or view the profile. Manage profile. This is the profile that we can add to our device. That is profile name and password, whether it is true or false, that is enable or disable, Bluetooth is enable or disable, camera is enable or disable, what are the application that we are going to install in our device. This screenshot is to show that the device is locked, iPad is locked. So to unlock this, we have to slide to unlock, and this is the screen to show that we are installing application, that is application installation, whether it is a confirmation that whether we can cancel or whether we can install in iPad. And this is screen lock and set password. This is for install application in the Android devices. That's all. Thank you.